Hey, it's Janae here to brighten, lighten, and ignite your day. It's Transformation Tuesday, and I'm here with another edition of The Gist, helping you to get inspired and start your transformation. Today's resource is called Greater by Stephen Furtick, and I really enjoy his books. And he talks about, this really grabbed my attention. Most of us aren't in danger of ruining our lives. We're in danger of wasting them. And he talks about there's got to be a greater way than what we've done in the past or what we've thought about in the future. So here's how he describes that. This is what he calls a place called Greater. Now, good enough, he said, is the baseline living marked by mediocrity, being stuck in a spiritual survivor mode, and being controlled by complacency. Greatness is that vague, unrealistic aspirations of doing something better that doesn't really work in real life. Good enough leaves you stuck in stagnation. Grasping for greatness leads you to endless frustration, but greater is a third way. Greater is the life-altering understanding that God is ready to accomplish a kind of greatness in your life that's entirely out of human reach, beyond the best of people like Steve Jobs, beyond what you see yourself in your best day, but exactly what God has seen in you all along. So he goes on and on to say that it's just greater than we ever imagined possible, but it's not greatness, something that we strive to, but it's greater, something that we partner with to accomplish that. And there's a concept in here, the inspiration. He uses the analogy of a trust fund. And this is really cool. So he said that God has a trust fund with all of our names on it. And just like the trustee needs to release the money or whatever terms and conditions are the trust fund at the right time in the right place around the right conditions, the same thing with God. He's our trustee, and he'll release those little bits of trust that we need that next step of the way. Each step of the way, each step of the way, the next part of trust will be released to us. And I love that because it just makes me realize that when I'm ready for it, more trust will be released, and that I can trust that whatever is happening at that moment is exactly what I need to get to that greater path that God has me on. All right, and then the transformation is this picture of a fire. And what this means, he talks about this idea of burning the plow. So he uses this story of Elisha and how when Elijah came to kind of crown him as the next prophet, Elisha did everything he did to break from his old life to his new life. And that meant the fire for burning the plow. And he used this analogy of burning the plow as breaking away from the ordinary. Now, Elisha didn't have to burn the plow. You know, he could have just left his old equipment, his old way of life, and given it away, given it to others. But no, he symbolically burned it, meaning he was completely ready for this new and greater way that he was being called. He had no idea what it was, but he trusted in that trust fund and that everything would be released at the right amount of time in the right way. So sometimes we need to burn the old, the plows, the ordinary change that are binding us to that extraordinary, greater way. From my heart to yours, be love.